What's up, fight fans? Welcome back. I'm AmiPolizeiFunk. I'm here with my main man.
Ciez, me, this guy. What's up, everybody?
It's hard to pass the ball when you're 4,000 miles away from one another and there's Skype lags and so forth, but we're doing our best. Ciez, sit in the middle of the camera, man. Sit back. All right, perfect. Stay. Yes, perfect. All right, don't we look pretty, Ciez and I, with our... What color's your tie? I can't really see it. It's too low. See, that's why you got to point the camera down. Just humor me. Point it down just a touch. Just point it down a touch, because there you go. Now we can see your tie a little bit. So it's a checkered pattern. I'm rocking blue today.
Like purple and gray.
All right, I'm gonna bring the gold tie back for the finals. That's for sure. How you guys doing in chat? We got some time to kill. If you were paying attention during the break, I checked the live games list, and KoreanArmy and Aimstrong have not yet started, so you're not missing anything. Let's just remind everybody of the status. It's 1-1. We're waiting for an ace game. I don't blame the players at all for taking a moment or two to collect their thoughts. Maybe hydrate. It's important to stay hydrated. You know, do you remember the post by Twister about keeping a mental positive attitude when you're gaming? The one thing that I will always remember from that was that he mentions that, sit up straight with both feet on the floor. Don't sit on your feet or cross-legged or, slouch. Posture's important, staying hydrated is important, and if these players were real smart, they would have gone outside and taken a walk or gone swimming or something, even when it's just a mental sport and it's a mouse sport, it's still important that your body, feels good and you get exercise and so forth. I had a nice walk today, Ciez. I'm fully prepared. I just ate half of my tuna sandwich. I saw you. What do you got, a coffee there?
Yeah, so my coffee is over. Oh, we have 6 minutes before the game goes up. Just wanted to make sure you knew that there was final lap. And I actually, during one of our breaks, had some of my wife's wonderful turkey and mashed potatoes. We baked.
Okay, maybe I shouldn't have asked this. That's really not fair that you talk about home cooked meals.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm jealous. That's a neat coffee cup. What are those, fish on it or something?
Yeah, it's my wife's. She got it from Michigan. That's where she's from. So it's got a bunch of little fishies. I have a really, really awesome coffee cup at work that if we... next time we cast something, I need to bring it home so that I can show you guys the awesome coffee cup. And actually, while we're killing time, a little birdie is telling me that Aimstrong did misclick. In Game 1 when he made his broom bear?
Yeah.
This little birdie's saying that was a misclick.
Oh my god, really? And you called it? Oh, Ciez, you get serious analyst points for that.
The little birdie is AE, by the way. Is he doing any casting today?
I don't think so. The other casters are Computer Heat, and we have Mr. Sotcode Gaming, and we also have Dusty and Momo. And I look forward to watching VODs from that stream. Dusty spent a lot of time last night. He took all the assets that you see around me, all the art, and even got an overlay running, and he really beautified his stream. And I appreciate that because I try to provide all the assets that I develop with the artists to the whole community, for all the casters to use. And very rarely am I actually taken up on my offer. See, as I make these big threads with every little, here's the hider, here's the poster, here's the box, here's the text, here's the font, here's the frames, here's the company of heroes logo. I put it all up there. And I was really happy to find that Dusty actually employed it all. So his stream should be looking pretty spiffy. And he got to cast Barton and Jove. So I'm still curious about what happened to that. But actually, while we've got a few moments, can we load in already? I got to make sure I'm loaded in.
Oh yeah, I'm counting down 4:35, 4:34.
All right, chill. We got a few minutes. Come on in, guys, while I find this. Let me just refresh my friend's games. Barton PL's game. Look at this. He's going up against OMG Pop. Spoiler alerts. Jeslin's going up against Vindicare X on Arnhem. Barton's also on Langreskaya. Here's KoreanArmy's game. Here's our match. We've got it flagged and tagged. It's all ours. That is SNF match. We're going into Game 3. We're probably still the furthest along. You can see that since Jeslin's playing and since Barton's playing, that they're also in round 2. If I get a moment, we will. When does Love Nest play? Well, he should be playing now. His round 2 match should be happening. I don't know why. I didn't see him in game either. Maybe, I don't know. We're going to check the brackets. I can't tell. You guys can do more research easilier
They can go find it on the brackets and find whichever stream, right? Like we have like 4 streams going today, right?
Exactly. Okay. Thank you, Ciez. Yeah. Starting to fall apart. We're not even halfway through. I mean, fortunately for the players, the maximum rounds that they could play today is 3. So although we'll cast 4 matches, the players will only play 3 maximum. So like the winner of this is going to get a break for about an hour and a half while we go down and deal with the losers bracket. And then the guys that win the losers bracket, they're done for the day, you know? So the most rounds you'll ever play today is 3 matches.
Well, and whoever wins this is done for the day, right? Or do they have one more after they
No. The winner of this is going to go on to like the winners bracket semifinals.
Okay.
And we're gonna cast that, my friend. If you're here long enough, I don't know. You have a bit of a time constraint today, right?
Yeah. So in about exactly 3 hours from now, I need to cook dinner because I'm going to. If anybody plays Magic the Gathering out there, I'm sure we have somebody on the audience.
My ears are being polluted. Oh, please don't say these words in the stream. Oh, right. Ouch.
So
I don't know where you were going with that, but I do not want to hear the rest of it.
Sorry, anybody that plays it will know what I'm going to be doing this weekend. Anybody that doesn't, it doesn't matter because the only thing that matters today is OCF. So.
Well, now I'm curious. Is there a tournament or what?
Yeah, it was a pre-release thing. So like a week before a new set comes out, they have a pre-release at big event. So it's not like a tournament, but like you still go play and you get prizes and you get cool stuff for going, right? So.
Oh, so you're going to a thing?
Yes.
It's not,
me and my wife,
online.
we play Magic together.
Oh,
so,
and you're going to it. It's like an actual thing that you go to. All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
Like, you know,
that makes. I thought it would be like some kind of online thing, but okay, that's understandable.
No.
You are partially forgiven.
All right.
We have 1 minute and 46 seconds, and while we do, I'm going to go over to the brackets because I am so curious to see what's happening in Operation Charlie Fox. How can there not be a result on Barton and Jove? Didn't we see that Barton won that? Okay. Oh, I probably just need to refresh. But, okay, here we go. Good. All right, so the round 1 is complete. You guys were asking about Love Nest. Ha! He 2-0'd Hoi Paul AD. Love Nest is already through, my friends. So Love Nest had a quick series. He is the first person to reach the winner's bracket round 3. Congratulations to Love Nest. Hoi Paul AD is not out of it. He will go downstairs, and he will face Cruzy in match O, and now that will be an elimination match. So we got Barton PL 2-1 against Jove. Oh, my goodness. You know that your clanmates RTN Dusty and RTN Momo for sure had a blast with that. You just know it, Ciez.
Oh yeah, they're such fun guys too. Like Dusty, I really want to watch Dusty's casts because he's just such a character, right?
Me too. I think that I'm going to be up all night because I just have to see their VODs. Like, I'm going to go to their Twitch VODs. You know you're a huge fan when you can't even wait for it to get to YouTube and you just, like, dig into the Twitch VODs and find what you want to see. And that's going to be me tonight checking it out. 2-1, Barton, our soap king. Our Polish player, Barton, beating our Russian player, Jove, who I literally know nothing about. I know nothing about Jove, I swear. I've never seen a picture of him. All right, guys, Aimstrong and Korean Army. You know, we also, I got to mention quickly, Vindicare X 2-1 over Symbiosis. That series was probably insane. And by the way, Symbi plays, I wouldn't be surprised if that went on forever, you know? Because Symbi's such a, like, defensive, conservative player, and he always preserves everything. All right, I'm paused at 6. Can you go to 6?
You tricked me. I was paused at 5, but we're good now at 6.
I tricked you. We're at 6.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, now we know how it is. Everybody's in round 2. Love Nest is through to round 3. The brackets are starting to sort themselves up downstairs. Symbiosis waits an opponent down there. Paul and Cruz are going to be fighting elimination. Look for the streams. I don't know who's going to cover that, but that might be starting soon. And, of course, here we are, 1-1. We're going to the ace game. Come on in with us, ladies and gentlemen. We're not even halfway through the day on Sunday Night Fights. I hope you guys are enjoying it. Let's go in game. I'm at 6 seconds, Ciez. We're going to unpause in 3, 2, 1, unpause. 7, 8, 9, 10. And as expected, we have Aimstrong once again rocking the Brits. Oh, how convenient. I don't have to touch my overlay. It's all set up properly. It's a rematch of Game 2. Will the result stand? Will Aimstrong be the second player to move on to the winner's bracket round 3? Or does Korean Army still have some fight? Can he change it up? Can he come back and get a win as Wehrmacht to send Aimstrong down to face DevM? I wonder if these guys know. I wonder if they've had a chance to check challenge, and they must realize that the loser has to fight DevM, right?
Yeah, they've probably heard by now or seen by now. And one thing I'm noticing straight out of the gate, so Aimstrong's basically doing the exact same thing with the Ghost sandbags, but Korean Army has greatly changed his commanders. Well, he swapped 2 of them out anyway.
All right, talk to me. I'm looking at fortified armor right now. Talk me through them.
Yeah, so he could opt for fortified armor so that he can get a command tank probably around the same time as the first Centaur, or maybe shortly thereafter, and then try and bank on an elephant, you know, kind of very, very heavy long-range tank like the ISU was in the first game, and the Brits will probably have a very hard time dealing with that because their tank destroyer, the Churchill, is very, very slow. And so, like, whereas M36 Jacksons could, you know, go and flank an elephant, or maybe the Soviets can use some T-34s to flank the elephant, the Sherman, you know, the Brits don't really have anything except for the very, very expensive Comet that could do the same thing. I think, well, you know, if I was thinking about that last loss, I really think Korean Army is a Tech Tier 3 and get a Panzer IV, because the Stuggies and the command tank aren't really going to counter the Centaurs. But like a P4 is very good against the Brits, I think.
Okay, he also has Osttruppen and Mechanized available to him. I think Mechanized is kind of like just a fallback, kind of safe doctrine.
Yeah, I think if he was going to go Osttruppen, he would have done it. But I think I said Churchill was the Brits' signature. I meant the Firefly, the Sherman Firefly.
Okay, it's
so
all
sorry
quiet.
For the misspeak.
I'm catching my breath. I'm slightly refueled. I ate half of my tuna sandwich. I'm smart. See, I learned from last week. Man, Loveness and I went 10 hours on fumes. I'm telling you.
Yeah, I've been trying to snack at least a little bit each break. And Korean Army getting a very, very early mortar.
That's curious. Wow.
Yeah. I wonder,
Against
like,
a
I
player
mean,
that moves so frequently and so efficiently. Does he really think he's going to catch so many mortar rounds against Aimstrong? I mean, he knows he goes Vickers, so the mortar will counter the Vickers.
So Aimstrong is getting an even earlier sniper. So maybe this is some mind games, like, right? Maybe Korean Army figures that Aimstrong figures that he'll get a sniper, so the mortar is going to try to counter Aimstrong's
oh my God.
sniper.
Ciez, you lost me at the second figures.
Yeah. So, like, I don't know. It might be, you know, instead of getting a sniper. So at this point in the game, last game, Korean Army had a sniper. So maybe he wants to get a mortar, you know, as an early reaction to Aimstrong's sniper, to try to throw him off, right? Because Aimstrong's going to be expecting a sniper, but then having to deal with a mortar.
Dem mind games on SNF. I don't know if you guys followed that in the chat. I tried my best. We'll see how it plays. We do have that early sniper from Aimstrong. It's coming on the field now. This is the first one's always called Fletch. Somebody asked in the chat, I noticed, that if the second one's called Fletch as well, and I have yet to decide on that. So here's Fletch, our good-natured, our strange good-natured Scottish sniper coming onto the field. That boy's rifle, sorry to interrupt you, Ciez, must be pretty heavy, and he runs around with it in one hand. Have you noticed?
He's a strong dude.
An engineer unit is ready for action.
Okay, well, he didn't have any ideas about hiding himself. He took the first shot he could get, and Korean Army going for the jugular. Now, this is the kind of play we saw frequently from Wehrmacht when they rocked the south side of Langro. You'd see that early cutoff move. Now, tell me, the cutoff being slightly more to the right makes it a little easier for the northern player to defend, don't you think?
Yes, because they can stand in those green cover stone walls generally and fight against their cutoff, and definitely a much easier to hold than it used to be.
The problem
it used to be almost
before,
impossible to hold.
Yeah, with the point out here, you know, the MGs would approach over here and then on this side, and really, the Wehrmacht player could pin the Allied player in his base quite early and hold that cutoff.
Yeah. Especially with the flame half track back in the day as well.
Right, and so now it's a little more difficult to hold that cutoff move. Korean Army succeeded in whiting the flag for a while, but then behind the force of his sniper fire, Aimstrong was able to reconnect. Quick look at the tactical map. but there it is. I always get a bit of lag when I first open the tactical map. So
that's why I opened it up very early on.
Yeah, always good to remember to do that. Okay, this Tommy's going to try to kite the MG in the house. We can watch which way its faces. Oh, and the mortar kills 2 Tommies, and the LMG's upgrade right at that moment. They might be able to kill another one on retreat, but it looks like they won't. The Vickers pushing very far forward. He's going to try to... He's thinking about capping that center VP. The mortar's looking right at him. Mortar's going to reposition.
The other reason he might have gotten a mortar was because of all of the sandbags that Brits build. He might have just wanted a, counter to that as well. A less risky counter to that.
Oh, this quick LMG will pay some dividends. He
has LMG and flamers. That mortar laid some good rounds in on the Vickers and mid, sending it back home with 1 man.
Let me sync us. I might have fallen behind you. 24, okay. 25, 26. Yeah, good.
I'm at 27.
Okay. Wow, brave of Aimstrong to stay in this fight so long. Is he microing somewhere else? Is he setting up shots for his sniper? Ouch, that mortar falls. Sniper's getting his licks in. The Tommies are going to retreat successfully, I think. Although...
very low health. KoreanArmy's chasing them down. He'd love to get that squad wipe. 1 man.
Okay, now I think I'm ahead of you. Let me sync us again. So
okay.
Go to 2 times to catch up with me if you need to. I'm at 703, 04, 05, 06, 07.
All right, we're good now.
Okay. The sniper's plugging away. He's he's Aimstrong. Yeah, I don't know if it was mind games or what, but Aimstrong seems to know that there is no counter sniper on the field, and he's just freewheeling. And the sniper's got 6 already. Last time he came out really conservatively when there was a sniper on the field, and that didn't work out for him. He got counter sniped.
Yeah, he hasn't seen it at all, right? So
this time he's just coming out firing. Early 2-2 again. KoreanArmy, no change there.
Well, the Brits right now they have no counter to it.
Sniper going over to the right to shoot some more Grens, or actually it's Pioneers that he's going to target, but the main fight is happening between Tommies and the 2-2. It's just like perfect retreat timing from Aimstrong. 2-2 is going to send the Vickers packing.
I think Aimstrong's getting somewhat close to his Centaur, actually. He's picking up an AT gun, though, so very, very similar build to what he did last game.
Did he go AT gun first in the last game, or was it Centaur first?
He got the AT gun first to kill the 2-2.
No, the Centaur killed the 2-2. Right when it came out.
Right. I mean, yeah, he did have the AT gun first, though.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fletch has already got 9 kills. And a star, a vet.
Anti-tank gun and crew now ready for action.
6 pounders on the field. KoreanArmy will want to do his best to scout it before it gets a big round in. I like that the Brits have a quality AT gun. Like sometimes, like the 57 millimeter for the Americans is very underwhelming, don't you think?
It's good against mediums, but it's pretty poor against heavies. Yeah. It's not as good as the Ciez. The Ciez is good and the 6-pounder is good. The American AT gun's like, it could be better.
Okay, Aimstrong setting up. And there's a big shot into the tail feathers of the 2-2, but somehow KoreanArmy's going to get away.
Yeah, it'll take 2 hits from it to kill it. Or 1 hit and a bunch of small arms.
This sniper, when he kills an Axis soldier, that soldier practically explodes.
It's pretty beautiful. It's very cool, like the mist that they added on the sniper shots.
The pink mist is sick, man. Well, watch this. Watch this MG guy. Just lost line of sight on him. Just lost it. Couldn't quite pull the trigger. There you go. Bam! Look at that.
Poor guy. Rest in peace.
And are you watching Aimstrong's micro? Every time he takes a shot, he moves away, and that makes it so hard to counter sniper him. And he just does it by reflex. It's like a body memory thing now. He does it every time.
I think he's pretty sad about getting counter sniped twice last game, as
Yeah, but we'll forget about that real quick when he got that victory, right? In the end, that's all that matters.
That's true. You get the win. Oh,
Ooh,
Korean Army just lost
Flamer's
his
dead.
flamer piles.
Rough.
A capture point is being overrun.
And, you
This
know,
might be where the fatigue comes in, right? Because Korean Army's had to play a whole series before Aimstrong. Aimstrong seems like he's gotten, into his rhythm at
progressively
this
stronger.
point.
Yeah. He looked a little shaky. He made some serious, like, non-Aimstrong-like blunders in the first game, right?
Yeah.
We
like
noticed
calling it.
some real mistakes that are just not characteristic of him, and that could have just been from being cold. But now it looks like he's warmed up, and what's amazing, I think, about the great players in this game is that they are always capping. I mean, at my level, it is like impossible to keep your guys moving, keep harassing. Also, you start to get afraid. You're afraid you're going to walk into a mine or some kind of trap and you're going to lose a squad. Like, to harass the map, it takes guts and it takes multitasking and it takes, like, wherewithal to, sweep first, that kind of thing, or just to not fall for traps, not get squads, like, wiped, walk into some kind of ambush. And these dudes are just constantly harassing one another. Constantly. It never stops.
It's very true. Even right now, as you've been talking, 2 more points are falling to Aimstrong, the most important being that fuel in the bottom left. And he actually used that assault ability. I wonder if that was a mistake or not. It's 100 muni. He wasn't really fighting that much, I don't think, when he popped it. Maybe he just wanted to get the extra capping in.
What assault ability where?
That's on his commander, and just, his infantry moves faster and attack better. It's kind of like for Mother Russia, or for, like, the Fallschirmjäger one.
I mean, if it's helping him spread and cap and lower a fuel point, I'd say it perhaps is worth it.
Yeah, and Korean Army is putting up tier 3. He's quite far from a tank. Aimstrong I think, has the fuel for a Centaur at this point.
Well, this 222 has lived a bit longer. The Centaur looks like it's coming out slightly later. This sniper's getting his licks in, though. 19 kills, man. Fear Aimstrong snipers. He's one of the best sniper players ever to control a sniper in Company of Heroes.
As you're saying that, it goes
right,
to half
Caster's
health?
Curse. Caster's Curse. Caster's Curse. Look at him put on hold fire and go from cover to cover and stay cloaked.
Yeah, here's assault again. Huh?
Oh my god, and planes, what the hell? Oh my, and a plane crash and a building falls. Wait, that assault thing has
the
airplanes?
222 shot it. Apparently, yeah.
The first one didn't.
Yeah, it did. They just, like,
Did
I don't
it?
know what they do. They just, like, fly
I didn't
over and
see or hear the
scout it.
airplanes. One of them crashed and took out this building near the ammo. It's pretty interesting. This thing's still burning. Still a great ball of fire. And, the sniper is still alive. And he was healed by friends. Friend medics healed him up. That's great. Right? These medics can heal one another. It's an area of effect. So whenever they pop it out.
British healing is awesome.
Yeah, they can heal in the field. And this sniper's got health again, and now 20 kills. Oh boy, Korean Army. He was like just cruising, and then it all went south. And I even miscalled it, man. I even miscalled it as if he had already won choice. I was so wrong. Oh, that's funny. They took out the little bit of cover. They can do that really quickly, can't they?
Yeah, it doesn't do any damage. It destroys cover. It's a really nice function that I wish they would give to more units. Just it's like a little mini baby demo charge that only does damage to cover.
Yeah, that is cool.
It's good to counter sandbags and stuff with.
Fletch has 22. This is a nice double vet 222, but his window is about to close.
Yeah, it's going to be a repeat from last game, right?
Yeah, don't get in this house, whatever you do. Oh man, the
Sometimes
Centaur.
going straight.
Yeah, look at it. Look at this formation. Centaur and Tommy's in front. Sniper, 6-pounder backing him up. And can Korean Army deal with this? His pack is just on the field in time, barely. That's the thing about the Centaur. It can suck up a couple of pack shots.
Yep. He's got good health and takes out the 222 again.
Oh man, it can just go in and stick stuff right under the nose of the watchful pack. 222 down, man. Second verse, same as the first. We saw it happen in the northern portion of the map in the first game, and we were hoping perhaps Korean Army could improve in the second game, but Aimstrong gets the same result.
Yeah, so Korean Army could get a Stug, right? I wonder if he should opt for that.
8 CPs. You mean if he went mechanized?
No, I mean like actually a Stug G to counter the Centaurs.
Oh, out of tier 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, tier 3 up.
Which
I mean,
is
he must be holding for a Panzer IV, but it's still like 2 minutes away. It's fuel income.
Meanwhile, my man Fletch, 25.
Put on
Dodge those
26.
mortar shells, Fletch. Dodge them. Oh, the Tommies just said bloody. This is bloody dangerous. Well, of course it is. You're in a war.
And KoreanArmy desperately wanted to cap that VP to extend the game, but he's going to be triple capped soon. And the power of the Centaur here just it's crazy. I think we're going to see a lot more of this in auto match. I think for those out there that want to mimic the build, I think he doesn't spend any fuel at all until he gets his Centaur. He still has 4-man squads. He still does not have the Brens or the Piats.
Cromwell gun tank, ready for action.
Now Cromwell joins. Seems like Aimstrong's cruising. He's very comfortable. Is one pack enough to handle all this? I don't think so.
Nah, not at all. It's gonna get this pack's gonna get flanked.
Oh no.
Snipers there laying in rounds anyway.
Oh
This might be the end of the road for KoreanArmy's winners bracket dreams. There he goes. Instantly picks the pack back up, instantly dies again.
Oh! Ouch! The manpower that we
Brutal.
just watched evaporate in those few seconds.
Have 300 points at the moment.
I think the Centaur's just gonna go for the base.
That's
Go
checkmate.
for it all.
That is
he has
checkmate.
a
That is ace-game
Cromwell
checkmate.
here, too.
Now the Cromwell's gonna join.
Wow, rip. He's using his Vet 1 abilities. You look at all that fire.
Oh my lordy. Oh my. Strafing fire, GG, Cromwell, and Centaur checkmate. Aimstrong is through. He joins Love Nest in round 3. Centaur, you are a monster. You're a bull. You're like Ami. I'm a Taurus, Ciez, in case you didn't know. I'm a bull.
I didn't know. That's something
I'm a
new.
bull like that, April 24th. Like that Centaur. That was wiki. Congratulations to Aimstrong. You're going to go through. KoreanArmy, not out yet, man. Hang in there. You're going to go down and face the other insane clan member. You're going to go face DevM. So chalk one up for Aimstrong. Congrats on him. DevM's waiting, and KoreanArmy's going down, so that should start relatively quickly. We're going to go to the break. GG R2. I'll come back. I'll show the brackets to you real quick, and then we are going to cover DevM, Damn Evil Vicious Mouse, the winner of Sunday Night Fight Season 4 versus KoreanArmy. Stick with us.
I think we learned that Brits can win without the croc.
Croc? What croc?
No, that's they can win
Centaur.
without it. They
Yeah,
can win
I know,
without
but
the
who
croc.
cares about the croc now, right? Like Centaur 6-pounder combo, bang, man, with a 20+ kill sniper in the mix. Aimstrong's teaching us how to play Brits, and he's the first that I've seen do it. You know, other guys are choosing Soviets. We haven't seen USF yet, have we? Ciez, not in our bracket.
Not on our channel. Yeah, not
Maybe
on our
it's been
channel.
on other channels. We don't know. But anyway, we're going to go to the break. We'll be right back with Losers Bracket Round 1, DevM versus KoreanArmy. See you in a bit.